And we are officially live on ASAP Network, on Roku TV, Apple TV, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere in between. This is the mid-year review. Myself, your reigning, defending WWM Universal Media Champion, the Podfather, Mike Maverick, and whoever this person is that's supposed to challenge me for the title.
I'm one of the challengers.
One of the challengers that's going to lose. Holly. So how you doing, Holly?
I'm good. Tired. I'm here. Focusing on the positive.
Yeah, same. I just literally woke up. But anyways, we're here talking about the mid-year for both WWE and AEW. Talking about where the company is right now and where the company could be going in the future. So let's kick things off with the WWE. Holly, give me 3 positives you see right now with the company as far as like booking, talent, whatever.
One thing that I liked that I seen last night that I was actually talking to you about, Lashley showing up and talking to the Prophets.
I wonder who came up with that.
Because I love Bobby Lashley. I feel like WWE's not using him right. And it'd be great to see him actually form some kind of stable with the Prophets. Because in my opinion, they're one of the best tag teams besides those. And I'd really like to see the Street Profits really put their name out there more than what they've been known as right now.
Definitely. And I wonder who came up with that wonderful idea.
That's why I was texting you last night. I was like, holy crap. I said, just like how he was saying he was booking them.
Yeah, I wonder who that was, huh? Let's think for a second.
When it comes to the Profits, this is my best take on it.
What's up?
I've never disliked them. I've always loved them. And I hate to say it, but if you want to go through greatest tag teams of this era in this company, there's 3. Usos, Profits, New Day. Nobody else.
Okay. I can see that, honestly, because they really are. So now give me 3 things that WWE could work
on. That's easy. Why don't y'all...
They need to work on Roman dropping that title. I'm sick of it. But that's why I was actually kind of found it funny. Me and Mike had seen something on Instagram last night. It was advertising the WWE pay-per-view Payback, and it was showing Roman versus Solo and how convenient.
No, it was Roman versus Jay, but Roman
showed Solo. It was Roman versus Solo, and it said that Roman didn't even have the title in the picture, and I was like,
No, that was Jay. It was 1 or 2. I don't remember.
It was Solo.
Honestly,
I seen it, and like I said, I sold it to Holly, and there was no title. There was no Paul Heyman with him in the picture. There wasn't neither one of them titles out of the 3 he got. It was just him and then him, and it says September 2nd. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this?
It was just interesting. So I was like, whoa.
Well, I mean, that could also be just promotional for it. What I think they should do, and this is just me spitballing, I actually talked to Holly about it yesterday. I said they should start a feud with Bray Wyatt and him going into Payback, because it would make logical sense for the story.
Yeah.
Because Roman never beat Bray Wyatt to become Universal Champion.
No, he didn't.
Mm-hmm. So, I would love to see Bray Wyatt come back. I love him, but I've seen about a week or so ago that he's just not medically cleared. So, but that could be all just hush hush too.
Exactly.
And there's something else about that. Not only did Roman not beat him, Bray ain't never got no rematch yet. Bray ain't got not one rematch for that title since he lost it almost 3 years ago.
True. And best way to do it would be at Payback against Roman. And if you don't want to have Bray in a title picture, there's another story that could work. Him versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
But, okay, say they do is Bray versus Roman. Now, how you go put him in the equation when it's this whole bloodline Civil War shit? How you go fit into that? What
Okay.
they bring him in and they somehow.
You want me to? Okay, so you want me to book this? All right, we're gonna book this shit. Goddamn it!
Well, one thing that I could kind of throw in there, everybody's gonna say it's because I love Corbin, but they were saying, something he did on NXT Tuesday, which I was not able to watch, but something about Corbin was going into the woods and there was like tikis lit up or something like that, and people are trying to insinuate he's going to be a member of the Wyatt family when that returns.
Honestly, the idea for the Wyatt Six, it was supposed to be Grayson Waller and I believe Schism was going to be the members of the Wyatt Six, the puppets that came to life.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the Fiend that we saw at Extreme Rules was actually Reggie. That's the reason why we couldn't see his whole face. That's the reason why we couldn't see like his neck and stuff.
Yeah, but
he was wearing that creepy hood or whatever. But here's what I would do. I wouldn't make it a faction. I wouldn't make the Wyatt Six a faction. I would make the Wyatt Six Bray's personalities.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, Bray has 6 incarnations of himself he can actually come up with. You have Husky Harris. You got the cult leader, Bray Wyatt. The Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. Then you have the Fiend, okay, and Bray Wyatt. And those two are not really interchangeable, so you have 5 there. And now you have this new incarnation of Bray Wyatt. What I would do, since you asked how you would infuse Bray Wyatt into the storyline, it's really simple, actually. SummerSlam's coming up. You got Jay versus Roman 3. I would have Jimmy turn for the simple fact of Jimmy's tired of being looked over, because the entire storyline has pretty much for the last 3 years revolved around Jay and Roman. So I would have Jimmy turn for that point only. Costing Jay the title. Roman wins the championship. As he celebrates, the lights go out, lights cut back on. We see Bray Wyatt behind him. He walks towards him. Lights go out, lights cut back on. And then we see the Fiend mask in the middle of the
ring. I like that, but the whole part that it kind of gets me, like what you said about like Jimmy turning on Jay, and yeah, this whole bloodline thing, it really kicked off with Roman and Jay, but you can't fault Jimmy for that because he was hurt. Now, if
I'm not faulting him for it. I'm just saying it would make sense from a storyline perspective to have Jimmy get jealous of the fact that everything is going to Jay when he started this revolt against Roman Reigns.
True.
But then again, the man did say, but then again, Jay did say last night on SmackDown that he was at the end of the day, he's the real. Think about it. But and see, my problem with this whole bloodline thing, the one thing that you'll have, they're saying Roman, head of table trying to see. First off, we all know that ain't the case. We all know that you ain't. You bringing money to the family, but you're not your cousin. You're not Dwayne. Dwayne bringing way more money than you. That's first off. Secondly,
Dwayne's also losing more money.
True. Oh yeah, he's lost a lot of money.
True.
Lately.
He ain't the head of anything. You ain't built that table, homeboy. Dwayne and your cousin Yoko, may he rest in peace, they built that table. All the rest of y'all are doing now are contributing. Y'all didn't build shit. Y'all fathers and y'all older cousins built that table y'all talking about head of.
But yeah, that's what I would do. And also, like I said, it makes sense for the story. And then I would have Bray Wyatt like costing Roman matches, so on and so forth. We get to Payback, and then we get the blow off with Bray versus Roman. I'm not sure if I would have Roman. I'm not sure if I would have Bray win. I think I would have Roman get disqualified to build up Bray's credibility. And I would have Roman probably low blow Bray Wyatt to retain the championship.
If they do it like that, and I like the way you're talking about, but have it end between them two. I would say have it end in SummerSlam. No, that's not a big enough stage.
I want something good to be built up to Survivor Series, because Survivor Series is now going to be in Chicago.
Well, the rumor right now is that at Survivor Series, we get brand warfare again. We're going to get Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, Raw versus SmackDown.
Mike's hoping for War Games again.
Wait, I'm glad you just said that because I seen the poster yesterday on Facebook. Now I'm looking at the poster that says Survivor Series War Games. On Roman's side, you have Roman, Solo, Imperium versus Rollins' team, which is Rollins, Sammy KO, the Usos. What? I wouldn't mind that at all.
I mean, I saw that same poster. It's just a fan-made poster because as of right now, we don't know what the plan is for Survivor Series.
Right.
Honestly, what I would do, and this goes back to the Cody Rhodes booking I did. I would have had Cody win Money in the Bank and then cash in at Survivor Series.
But cash in on who?
On Roman. I would have kept Roman with both belts and had Roman cash in and had Cody cash in for the Raw Championship being the WWE title.
Yeah. Like I said, we all know
and then you don't have to have a World Heavyweight Championship be created. You get away from Roman holding both titles. You bring in a new champion, possibly a new belt design, and there you go. You send Cody on his merry freaking way.
Yeah, I can live with that because, like I said, my biggest gripe was at first I was liking the bloodline, and then I started getting sick of Roman, and then I started liking Roman again, and now I'm liking this storyline even more. My only problem that I have with Roman is you're walking around with the same title 3 times. Come on now,
we already discussed that.
That's stupid.
We've discussed that.
I understand. I know we discussed it, but that's the only thing I'm not like. You just got a brand new belt. Get rid of them fucking other 2 ones. They're not even. Nobody uses them.
That's what they're doing once he loses it.
I get that, but do y'all see that? So that means technically they're showing 4 world titles between 2 shows on the main roster.
So let's talk about good old wonderful the haven of mismanagement that is AEW.
Where you want to start with that?
I know about these banned rules that's happening now.
Yep.
Do you think that that's gonna hurt AEW in the long run?
Oh yeah, because their matches won't be as entertaining. Fans are gonna get bored quick, and I don't know. Somewhere along the line, someone's gonna mess up and still end up doing it.
They go in and doing that shit that WWE did with the PG era.
True.
And they don't even be doing that.
Okay, now here's my next question. Do you think it's done by the company? Do you think it's done by the network, or do you think it's done by Tony Khan's daddy?
I want to say probably more like the network might not be wanting it.
Because you got to think, this is the same network that carried WCW, and if you bled in WCW, they find you a lot.
I mean, well, but think about it though, because why did they have to start doing that? The Nature Boy Ric Flair, because that man. Hey, look, the only motherfucker who bleeds as much as him in wrestling matches is John Moxley. Okay.
Yeah, that's what people were saying about. They're like, why is every match Moxley's in he bleeds?
Because Moxley's a goof.
And he likes.
I love Moxley.
He likes to get fucked up. He likes catching ass whoopers.
He's like the other version of Mick Foley, damn near, because he can take a beating.
He's a combination of Austin and Foley.
Moxley to me is a straight up idiot. I'm sorry.
I love Moxley. I'm glad I've seen him like 3 times in person.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't understand why you have to constantly be put through thumbtacks or be hit with barbed wire or be hit with chairs. Like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like,
or gets it stuck in your head.
It's like, where's the story going from that point? You know what I'm saying? That should be like a high spot. That should not be in every single freaking match. I understand wrestling evolves, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm getting bored now. Like, do something else. Do something that's entertaining. At least with Dean Ambrose, he was entertaining.
Oh, yeah. I've loved him since Dean Ambrose. I was like, I don't know, just something about him. You know, he's got that Austin attitude. And I'm
Don't
sorry.
compare. Do not ever compare fucking Dean Ambrose to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, I'm just
Okay,
saying he's got like that attitude like Stone Cold had.
Like Stone Cold hates him. Like legitimately cannot stand him.
Yeah, because of that damn podcast that when he was doing on Wwm Network. When he
Yeah, like
he was like
legitimately like Stone Cold. If Stone Cold could have came out of that chair that day and whooped Dean Ambrose's ass and not been in trouble for it, he would have done it. Okay,
he definitely, because Steve Austin definitely said that. I remember him saying that. He was like, I want to whoop his ass after this shit.
Like he
I love
hates Dean
Stone Cold.
Ambrose. He hates him with a passion.
There's talk that they're gonna do a little storyline with Grayson Waller having Stone Cold on his show. I'm like, really?
I heard it was supposed to be The Rock. I don't know.
I heard Stone Cold. Now they're trying to push it toward The Rock.
I got an AEW question.
What's up?
And I seen this video on. I'm glad we're talking about AEW. I seen these two videos the other day on YouTube. In between both videos, it was named 15 people who could possibly get ready to join Bullet Club Gold.
Okay.
One of the names they said, and now that he just turned heel, this I can see. Jack Perry.
Maybe. But here's my thing with it. The whole Jungle Boy Jack Perry turning heel. Does he not remind you of Hyde from That 70s Show? I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, come on. He's dating. He's got the glasses. He's got the hair pulled back. You know,
He reminded me of his daddy when his daddy became a bad guy in 90210.
Like,
that's exactly what he reminded me of his daddy. When he was good, and then he became an asshole.
And then he's dating, a girl with a bad attitude, and they were, he was adopted by a dinosaur just like Hyde was in That 70s Show. And then and I mean they're part of a cult, so it kind of works out.
One discrepancy I have with AEW from this past week, they let my boy go.
Who?
Brian Pillman Jr. But it's a plus because Thursday he was at the Performance Center, and I wouldn't mind them throwing him. I wouldn't mind if they threw him in NXT. Or
I have a question about that because Brian Pillman he wrestles primarily through here sometimes, through Kentucky. My thing on it is, what did he really do in AEW except for be on Dark?
They didn't do much with him.
They didn't do shit with him. I mean, they were doing something with him when him and Griffin Garrison, his tag team partner, when they were doing something with him then. Because I was kind of like once they started with
once Julia Hart, turned on him and joined the House of Black. It's like, what did they really do?
Right,
exactly. It kind of went dead.
But then when they start teaming him with Brock Anderson, and you know where I'm going with this, right there. That's how you redo the fucking group.
I don't know if they can redo the Four Horsemen because you got to think. I think Ric Flair
has all
trademark for the Four Horsemen.
They both do. So both companies can do it if Arn wanted to do it, he could. They both companies can do it. Yeah, matter of fact, I think they had a court dispute about that a while ago. I think Arn can use it there. Arn, yeah. They had a court dispute, and Arn can't use that in AEW if you wanted to. Just think about it. Okay. You got Brock. You would have had Pillman. Who was somebody that they had put with Arn? Who's somebody that is put with Arn? He could have been like the Sid Vicious or Barry Windham in the group Warlow. That's three right there.
Yeah.
And then you go find somebody else who could be the fourth.
MJF would be a good fourth horseman.
He would be, but here's the problem with that. Mike skills, I can honestly say one of the best. In-ring talent, like I said, I've been watching you since MLW. Ain't shit really changed. Not really much. It's more like you ran your mouth. It's like all he's been doing is what he does in MLW. You run your mouth, and everybody does his job for you, and then you come in and finish the cleanup. Ain't shit really changed with MJF. From MLW till now.
Well, it doesn't really have to. Nothing really has to change with MJF. The reaction he gets from the crowd is pretty much the same. You don't have to change him.
Like I said, that's good, but like my discrepancy is take the title off him.
They're going to at some point.
Champion,
I'm not sure when.
He's probably going to lose it. What is it? All Out that's going to be here in September?
Yeah, I think All Out's going to be in Chicago because I know All In's going to be in London.
Yeah, because I think it's September 3rd. I think is All Out.
Something like that. I know that they're pretty close in like dates. Because I think All Out is in September, and I think it's like a week and a half apart. I could be wrong.
So what do you think about Kota Ibushi coming?
I see Kota turning on Kenny Omega because if you want to really tell the story, have Kota turn on Kenny and then the reason being because you left New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, basically turned his back.
But here's the question. That would be great, but the real slap in the face with him being that, with Kota Ibushi doing that, and him going gold. Oh, that would piss Kenny off. Just think about it. The one guy who you had a match with in Japan for a title, like I said, I've been saying it for the longest. Kenny walked in with it, and he didn't walk out without it. So that would really piss him off.
All right, I got something to say, and this is just me. I'm getting tired of this motherfucking Bullet Club shit.
Bailey, Bullet Club Gold, and regular Bullet Club remind me of Black and White NWO and Wolfpack. And I'm yet again, back then when they did that, I liked the Wolfpack more. Now I like Bullet Club Gold more because I'm sorry, really, David Finlay is their leader. Really,
I'm just getting tired of the Bullet Club in general. Like, to me, the Bullet Club should have went away a long time ago. You know, it's just not the same as it was with like AJ and Balor and even Kenny for that matter. The Bullet Club just needs to just go away.
It was cool when they first got Jay White as leader because they went back to the old ways. But once he did that shit with GOD, what was that, last summer?
I mean, that's just I'm tired of the Bullet Club. I've been tired of the Bullet Club for a while now.
What about the OC?
It's not really. What's it doing? You're just attaching another guy to the brand of the Bullet Club. What did the NWO do? They attached another guy to the NWO.
Pretty much. I mean, hell, damn near what? Look at all of that. Look at everybody that's been in Bullet Club and NWO.
True. I mean, my thing on it, I'm just tired of seeing the Bullet Club. It takes me out of it. Every time the Bullet Club comes on in any incarnation, whether it's the OC and AWE, whether it's the group that's in Impact, whether it's Bullet Club Gold or the Elite, I cut it off because I'm tired of the Bullet Club.
They need to do something new that really hasn't been done yet.
You know, I literally cut it off because I can't stomach any more Bullet Club. I just can't.
Like with NWO, after they did, when they very first did the split and brought the Wolfpack in, that was cool. But then when you sat there and put the Wolfpack back with the black and white, and then you did the other group with it was the black and silver, where it was Bret Hart, Jarrett, Hall, Nash, and the Harris brother. I'm like, really? And then WWE's version, I understand it was the original three, but by the time they got to WWE, it was just like, it was cool, but it was like, I didn't want to see this anymore. What I really wanted to see, once Hall and Nash came back to WWE, I wanted to see that, like, we get the whole clique one time, and actually be a group, and not just backstage in an actual group. Can we get that once?
That would have been cool.
I would have loved that. I wish I can get that.
That would have been cool, actually. So, Holly,
yes.
You said that you're going to take my title from me. How do you plan on doing that?
By winning that tournament for SummerSlam.
With interference.
You see, you get the chance to do something that a lot of people want to do, and that shut me up.
With little interference.
You know? So you and Jonathan have a golden opportunity to shut me up. Don't choke on it.
Oh, no.
Just make sure you don't choke.
How long you been champion?
This is the biggest moment of your entire life. Just make sure you don't choke on it.
Oh, no.
How long you been champion?
I've been champion for over 1,000 days. I surpassed Roman Reigns, actually. I've been champion for 4 months.
I don't know if you do or you don't, but I wish you had a game system to play the wrestling games.
I do.
Would love to play you.
I do have a console.
You got both games or 2K?
I got 2K.
What system?
PS5.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's still compatible. It's still compatible.
But yes, so Holly, you have your golden opportunity. Just make sure you don't choke on it, like most basketball teams do.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't choke.
See, I have a feeling that this is going to go somewhere that I shouldn't go.
You know what? I'm not going to say nothing.
Like, that's for the other podcast, okay?
Oh, what do you want?
That's for the other podcast, all right? Just saying. Look, I understand you like sausage. I get it. Calm down.
You know what?
Oh, boy.
What? That's for the other podcast, not this one, okay? Save it for the other one. Wrong platform. Shenanigans, I tell you. It's the wrong platform, yo. Come on. It's not OnlyFans. Calm down. What?
Y'all can talk about me.
What? That's funny. Don't hate on OnlyFans. Come on now.
Oh no, I'll start my OnlyFans.
Nope.
Hey, they make good money. I mean, I will say that.
Mike will make his own OnlyFans.
No.
Like I know people that literally make, I don't know, like make their entire rent off of OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, look how much Mandy Rose brings in.
Yeah. Like I know a person that literally can clear well over $1,000 on hers. So, but anyways, back to the good old world of professional wrestling down here. Okay. So, where do you see the companies going now that we're midway through the year? What do you see happening with WWE and AEW moving forward?
If WWE keeps moving forward with Roman being champion, I see it going very, very stale. But I can see if they take the title off Roman, before the end of the year at any time, I could see it getting hotter because people are going to be like, oh shit, he don't have the title anymore. What's going on? Let's keep Roman out of the title picture for a little bit. Let other people have a chance. I think WWE would do a whole lot better.
Yeah.
They need to surprise things, give other people an opportunity you wouldn't expect, stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, where do you see AEW going in the future with these new rules? Are they going to be implemented? Are they not going to be implemented? Where do you see that going?
If it gets implemented, they're going to go stale really fast.
And what's this new rule again?
There's a whole bunch of them.
Basically, you can't take a chair shot to the head. You can't like throw weapon. You can't, if you're fighting in the crowd, you can't throw weapons at each other. Just stuff like that.
As far as
I understand the chair shot thing because that can lead to CTE.
Right.
No one wants that.
And they don't want another shit. They don't want another Benoit to happen. That exactly. As far as throwing a weapon at somebody, okay. So you mean to tell me if you running up on me, and I got a chair, instead of swinging it at you and hitting you, I just can't throw it at you?
Pretty much.
That's what I said. It's not going to be as entertaining, for like their matches and stuff. And then I just seen that Britt Baker wants to do a blood and guts match.
Because if that was the case,
stuff like that.
That game, that's in that game case of mine, in my game bag, they shouldn't have all that shit in the game then. Because
all this stuff just came out like recently. I don't know like what's going to be implemented, what's not going to be implemented. I have no idea. The only thing I know as of right now is these rules have been talked about being implemented, and I think honestly it needs to happen for the simple fact of it protects the guys. We're not in the 90s. This is not ECW. I'm sorry.
Yep. There'll never be another ECW the way it was when Paul Heyman ran into his Paulie Dangerous.
Hey, Mike, I'm sitting here looking at it, and these are the rules. It says no unprotected shots to the head, no chair shots to the back of the head, no buckle bombs, blind moves backwards onto the turnbuckle, fencing responds unnatural positions of arms during concussions.
Yeah.
Man.
It's gonna go quick. It's gonna go stale quickly because of the fact that you're taking away some of the entertainment.
I get that, but at the same time, you have to look at the wrestler's longevity. I mean,
Exactly.
Let's be real. A lot of those moves, I mean, look at what happened at Forbidden Door with that Tiger Driver 91. Omega almost broke his neck.
Yeah, he did. I seen that clip. For a minute, I thought he landed on his motherfucking neck.
You know, do we have to rewind to last year? What was it? Ridge Holland did that move to Big E, and Big E hurt his neck.
Hell, correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't that why pretty much Sting really don't have a wrestling career anymore?
You know, look how Owen Hart ended up, you know, when he did that power driver to Stone Cold.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things can go wrong in that ring. A lot of things can. As much as it's predetermined and everyone knows this is part of the show or whatever, a lot of things can happen that you don't predict.
Right. That's why, you know, a lot of people, you know, they'll say, well, I can't stand this person in, you know, real life, you know, just because of, you know, how they are on the wrestling and this and that. But you got to put some respect on them because they're out there putting their lives on the body every time.
I mean,
exactly,
they're going in there preparing to do what they're told to do, and they're not preparing to let something happens and they're seriously injured and their career could be over.
Like, for example, everybody used to bitch about CM Punk bitching about getting hurt every time he had to fight Ryback. Well, look at the shit that Ryback was doing to him. He was purposely trying to hurt the man.
Yeah.
But everybody got on. Nobody wanted to get on Ryback for that, but everybody wanted to get on, you know, my girl, Nia Jax, when she punched Becky in the face and broke her. Wow. It's called
Hey, but that moment made Becky Lynch into the main character, so I guess it was a positive. But
what Seth Rollins did to Finn Balor when he first won the Universal title. Won the title and really had to give it up the next night.
And I think a lot of the reason why Seth stopped doing the buckle bomb is because of what happened to Balor.
He's been doing it a lot lately.
He's been doing it a lot more, but I'm saying after that, he stopped doing it for a while. But anyways, this has been fun. I'm tired.
I am too.
I've had a long, long week of stuff that I've had to do.
Yep, work.
Yeah.
Adulting sucks.
Adulting does suck. See, took the words right out of my mouth. Stop doing that. Okay?
Yeah, we have to work when you work 2 jobs and everything. Shoot, it takes a toll on you.
Yeah. Well, imagine doing 2 podcasts and working a full-time job. Speaking of my second podcast takes air tomorrow at 11 in the morning. God, that's early. And it's a sensitive subject matter that I cannot talk about on the network because I will get fined. And I do not have monies to be fined right now. Let's just say, tune in, find out. It's on Twitter and YouTube, as well as this podcast is also on ASAP, Facebook. It's everywhere. It's all over God's creation at this point. Okay, everyone sees his gorgeous face. I understand. I get it. Okay, I'm sexy. I got it. But anyways, and now this is in regards to my 2 opponents at SummerSlam. I'm gonna beat you. It's gonna happen because, see, like I said before, I arrive, I make history, I leave.
And
That's what I'm going to do on August 5th. I'm going to arrive, I'm going to make history, and I'm going to leave as champion.
I'm going to make history. I'm taking the title.
Wait, when are those songs playing?
August 5th.
No, yeah.
And Mike, more the merrier. You can enter your predictions too, and I can beat you too. Anyways,
Hey,
enjoy your weekend, Holly, and do not forget, you're not me. You're never gonna be me. Okay.
Oh, no.
And I will walk out the same way I walk in.
I be me. Nobody can be me.
As I always say when I'm playing somebody on the wrestling game, if they have a title,
I'm walking in challenger.
I'm walking out champion. No, don't
well, good luck with that.
That's my line. I sold a fair square for my cousin. You come up with your own line. But
good luck with that.
I walk in challenger, I walk out champ.
Good luck with that. You know how many people said the same thing to me and they still lost?
Hey.
Oh, but this is a sport. It'll be a spoiler with me.
See, I don't deal in predictions. I deal in spoilers. And the spoiler is, here's how the headline's going to read. Mike Maverick continues his impressive 1,000-day run, over 1,000-day run as Universal Media Champion. And for that, you're welcome. Have a good one.
Later.
Later.
Wait.